Hello Sagittarius, and welcome to your August 2016 reading. You can use this for your sun sign, for your rising, and also for your moon. For those of you that are new to the channel, I break this into 3 parts. We'll start first with channeled information, then we look at your forecasts, and then we'll expand it out to look at health, wealth, love, and destiny. So let's begin with the channeled information, which is basically me meditating before I read and some information that comes through. And for your sign, it was interesting. I got a word that doesn't normally come to me for readings, but I like it because it shows a lot of fire and energy, which makes sense for you. So the word is rebel, and I'm looking at it as a verb, not a noun. So this is really about kind of breaking free from people's expectations of what you should be doing, what you should be sort of pursuing in your life. Who you should be, what sort of makes you up. It's sort of going against expectations. And if I look at some of the expanded definitions for this, it shows, well, I guess the one word that comes out here is resistance. So you may be called upon this month to go against what's expected. And, that's not always a bad thing, because agents of change sometimes are seen as rebels in their day, but later they may be seen as visionaries. So if you feel passionate about something and you feel like it's time to make a change in your life, the word rebel is telling you, or rebel, is telling you, it's okay to be a rebel, and an act of rebellion isn't always a bad thing. So sometimes that's how the best changes in the world happen. Okay, so free yourself from expectations this month and allow yourself, even if it's a small bit of rebellion, to do something that changes the way people see you and may be unexpected. As long as you're not hurting anyone and it's something that you feel passionate about, that's okay. That's what this world's about sometimes, okay? So let's go ahead and shuffle the cards and now see what the greater message is for the month of August. Okay, that was an unsuccessful shuffle, so let me shuffle again. There we go. While I'm shuffling here, the next card that I'm going to pull after the 10 cards here is your Catalyst card. And again, for those of you that are new, the Catalyst card really sums up what you need to do to allow for the most success to happen this month, or this act of rebellion that might be coming through. Or this act of change, because, rebel is a strong word. It can really just mean an unexpected and from what I see here, very good change. Okay, so as we look at all of the cards here, I'm seeing overwhelmingly pretty good cards. Let's just pull your Catalyst card and see how all of this connects. So, interesting. Your Catalyst this month is basically nothingness or no thingness, but this is a very cool card, which means and it was reversed, which shows a fear perhaps of the unknown, a fear of change. But what I love about this card, and this oracle card, is it's a card of creation. Anything is possible. This is a blank canvas, but sometimes what you have to do is go into the unknown, the dark, and basically bring your own intuition, your own light. No one's going to tell you what to do or how to do it this month. This is a month of reinvention. So I really think it pairs nicely with the idea of being a rebel or rebelling, or basically going against what's expected. That will entail a bit of unknown. So the one thing I want you to not be afraid of, though, is that sometimes you don't know. Sometimes it's necessary to take a risk if you believe in that risk enough, okay? Let's look at the month now overall. Center card's fantastic. You have the 3 of Pentacles, showing appreciation for the work that you're doing, accomplishment, general success when it comes to areas of money and work. And it's a great month for starting new investments, new projects, etc. So I love what I'm seeing on the financial and the work front for you. I really feel like, for those of you in the Northern Hemisphere, the summer months are really good for you. So continue to enjoy that energy as it's coming through. For those of you in the Southern Hemisphere, what the sun is talking about is more your internal fire, your internal energy. Now the Sun card is really interesting because normally it can take two connotations. In the Rider-Waite, it's often like a child riding on a horse. Sometimes it shows love. It will show like two people, and it's a very pure form of love. So for those of you who aren't feeling really like that your work is taking off, or that this sort of applies to your financial area, what I would say is this is a great time to spend more energy and effort in your relationships. If you're single, start dating. It's a great time to meet people. If you're in a relationship, it's a really wonderful time to grow that and to make sure that both partners are having a chance to shine and feel special. But it's great energy. So I love what I'm seeing at the center. It feels like this month holds a lot of good potential for you. When I look at past influences leading up to August, Seven of Cups shows that this month is a time for you to reel in a little bit. Celebrations and spending money and drinking and all of that. So you'll notice on this it actually says debauch. It's reversed, and so I see that you're already understanding that it's probably better if you decide to be calmer, to be a little bit more quiet with your energy and with your social activities this month. Another indication that relationships are very much on your mind and something that you can excel at this month if you decide to put energy into it. So again, whether you're single or engaged or simply looking to leverage good relationships in your work arena, across the board, partnerships are very favorable for you this month. One thing that you want to be cognizant of is your overall outlook on your accomplishments so far. The Nine of Wands is basically coming through because you've put in a lot of good work, as we saw with the Three of Pentacles at the center. And with this card, it's saying, don't lose sight of how far you've come and how little you have to go to achieve some of your goals. So part of what you might be feeling right now is just like, why is it taking so long? Or, I'm overdue. And I do feel like some of you are overdue for a promotion or for that next level of success. Try not to feel too trapped in this moment, because there's so much appreciation and opportunity around you right now that I feel like it's nothing to be afraid of. I think success is something that's imminent, but patience is necessary. I can't stress enough how much opportunity there is across the board for relationships. Really, really good month for you to mend old relationships that might have been broken, to begin new ones, to leverage partnerships with work. Everything is sort of showing up rosy and sunshine when it comes to your relationships. What I see here is in your hopes and fears as well. The only thing that might be difficult for some of you is settling down. This card, a lot of times when I'm reading for couples, I'll ask, have you talked about exclusivity? Have you talked about monogamy, just dating one another? And for those of you, that could be the only challenge that pops up, is you might have met someone that you really liked, but they're not ready to settle down. Now, for those of you that are in that situation, remember that you can't force someone into this. So this may very well be something that creates distance between you and someone that you love in your life. And that's something that you'll have to decide if it's what you're ready for. I'm seeing that right now they're not ready to settle down, and it's probably hard even for you, because I see so much love and emotion coming through this month. So be true to your own emotions and understand that there are some environmental sort of influences that are affecting both sides. When I'm looking at your environment, speaking of environments, I see the Princess of Wands reversed. This could indicate not only your own energy, since it's fire, but it could also indicate a younger fire sign around you where it's difficult to work with them. The ability to for them to empathize, for them to see others' points of view could be hampered. And if it's you this month, what it's saying is try to take a step back and understand the other person's point of view. It's going to get you a lot further. Overall, it's pretty positive. Lots and lots of great energy coming through for love. I don't always have a chance to say that, but with the Three of Pentacles crossed by the Sun, that shows that work in particular can benefit if you decide not to channel that into romance or to relationships outside of work. But if you do decide to go into the social sphere or to romantic relationships, great month for intimacy, great month for emotional connection. Great month to date. A lot of people, if you're single, difficult time to commit if you're sort of in a longer term relationship, or maybe you're just trying to take it to the next level. I would say just enjoy each other's company, start to maybe talk and think about where it could be, but don't try to lay plans this month because it could be difficult for you to put those into motion. All right, let's expand your forecast and see health, wealth, love, and destiny. Starting with health first, let's give this a good shuffle and see, again, reminding you that it can be physical health, emotional health, spiritual health. All right, for you, we see refusing to see. All right, and it's interesting because this sort of this, I guess you want to call it a mask or a face guard that he's wearing. The third eye is sort of being opened here, and really what you want to pay attention to your own intuition this month, because sometimes doctors don't always know what's going on. Sometimes whatever in your body is happening, you may not be, physically showing any sort of signs of change or either improvement or a lack of improvement. You want to trust your own intuition, and if you're not feeling well, really take some time to pay attention to your health. I think it's important for you not to avoid anything, because the card was reversed, refusing to see it, showing me a lack of openness. So the other thing is you could try non-traditional approaches towards medicine, Eastern medicine, anything that might be outside of the realm of your comfort zone could actually give you improvement this month. All right, let's take a look at wealth, finance, career. And we have communication being the strongest thing. We have Hermes or Mercury, and paying very, very close attention to your communication is going to be key to success. It was upright, which means that I feel like the energy is overwhelmingly pretty good for you, and I think that's supported again with the sun that's crossing the Three of Pentacles. So one thing that this can also indicate is a key to more success with your work is putting money into or effort into your marketing, really making sure that people know about you, your brand, and if you're at a company, knowing about your contributions, because you are your brand in that case, and just making sure that you're there, and they're understanding what you contribute when it comes time for a review or for a promotion. So both kinds of marketing are important, whether you're an entrepreneur or just at a company. Make sure people know about you, okay? Sometimes it's hard to be our own press agent, but you may need to be that this month. So we looked at health, wealth. Let's take a look at your love relationships this month. And for love, that same thing that we're seeing with health, which is an internal knowing. We have clairsentience, and it says, notice your recurring physical and emotional feelings. So for you in relationships, if you really sense that someone's not ready to go on that next level, what we see here with the Eight of Swords is you'll notice that this person is sort of being controlled by unseen hands. It's that you don't want to feel like you're trapping someone in. So whatever it is that you want to do, a softer sell is better with relationships. So just present an option and give people time to think about it. And trust your intuition. Trust what you feel and hear. So there you go. All right, let's take a look at the trajectory of destiny for you over the next 3 or 4 weeks, including, I would even say, into the next 3 or 4 months here. This is something that you can change, however. This is malleable. This is just showing where you're headed. It's not set in stone. Love, it's reversed, but it's very, very positive. You want to give, this is like a seed that you're planting of love. I want you to give love time to grow, is basically what this is saying. The other thing that I get immediately when I looked at this, it's very much a fertility sort of sign for me too. So for those of you that are trying to get pregnant, this month is not ideal. Just enjoy one another's company, enjoy intimacy with one another. And sometimes when you just open up, your body is more receptive to allowing a pregnancy to happen. So I see a delay for those of you that are trying to start a family. And also, like I said, for those of you that are trying to pop a question and get engaged or take something to the next level and say, do you want to date exclusively? This isn't the month. Be patient, be there, be present, And maybe just by moving on, because with the Three of Cups, it's a social card. This is saying if someone's not ready for you, go ahead and start seeing other people and see if that is going to be what it takes to kind of get them aware that you're not going to wait forever. I see a lot of, I'm using a deck that's filled with moons and suns, so it makes sense. But this card is also showing me at least one full cycle when it comes to a moon for change to happen for you. So this month is a month of opportunity, of the beginning of kind of creating things. Like we said, it's rebel, so you're going to have to change course. That's what a rebel does, and rebelling is about going against the grain. So again, when we look at health, make sure you're paying attention to the little things, knowing that eventually everything adds up. For wealth, you need to be your best advocate and speak out. For love, listening to the little signs that we're talking about, that timing is going to be really important, so you'll know when it's the right time to move forward. And love, I just see patience is necessary across the board. I think I reviewed most of it actually in those 5 cards, but again, great time for love, great time for work. Your health is the only thing I want you to pay a little bit of attention to, because I see potential for fatigue, potential for some pains that could be coming back due to habits, due to posture, due to lifestyle choices. So really make sure that you're exercising enough and sleeping enough, and that your posture is good. It's going to affect your overall health. So that's everything for you this month. I hope it was helpful. If you'd ever like a one-on-one appointment, I do offer those, so I'll put a link in the corner for that. To keep in touch, subscribing to the channel is the best way, but I have a newsletter, and I post that immediately when I publish any of the videos here, so I encourage you to sign up for that. And please feel free to join me on social networks like Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Finally, thank you so much for your support month to month. It really does keep me going, and I appreciate all of the positive comments that you send me. Some of you even feel compelled to write a note, and that really means a lot, so thank you so much. If you found that this was useful and you just want to give a donation of appreciation, you can do that in any amount. I'll put a donate link. Okay? Otherwise, I'll see you again in 1 month. I just want to say thanks again. Satnam, take care of yourselves, and have a great month.